Guys, have you ever seen magical watercolors? Well, you will today. I will be unboxing, reviewing and swatching a brand new set of watercolors that is out of this world. I have never seen anything like it. This one is going to be a lot of fun. Let's go. This is the box we will be reviewing. Kuretake Gansai Tambi set of granulating watercolors. 5 pans that pretty much look like similar shades of brown. I would not buy these if they didn't promise all the magic that I hope they will do. And as for the 6th pan, well, they say it's for mixing the paints in water. All of these are named Aurora. I have no idea how they're supposed to be so different, but we'll see in a second. First things first, we are going to activate these pans and see what they look like wet. And if you think watercolors need a lot of water, these need double that amount for the effect we want, okay? Forget about coffee consistency. These will probably need some tea consistency from what I've seen. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I will be using 1 plate for each color and our lovely empty pan for the 5th. Ooh, look at that. And already you can see a couple of colors starting to want to come out. The magic begins. So let's start with Aurora Violet, shall we? It's violet, all right. Is it blue or brown, guys? Let's see. Oh, it's neither. Kind of a purple. I mean, I get that watercolors aren't supposed to look the same in the pans and once you activate it, but going from brown to purple and it's supposed to be blue, oh, guys, this is mind-blowing. Okay, it's green. So this is supposed to be orange. I can definitely see a little bit of green. Don't know if the camera is catching that, but it's mostly brown. So far, this is the ugliest one of them all. Let's keep going. Ah, pink, definitely. Oh, it's purple again. A set of browns that turn into purple, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, but this was supposed to be pink. I don't know what to make of them so far. Let's keep going. And now the red. Another purple. I don't know what this is, but it sure isn't red. And guys, after a couple of seconds, maybe a minute, I can definitely see them changing. So yeah, blue, orange, pink, red not so much. The violet with the blue, these are turning already. They're transforming into something completely different. Guys, I am telling you, this is going to be magical from the first time you pick up the brush to the ending. It's... Okay guys, next step is to swatch them. And I want to do 2 kinds of swatches, okay? One that comes from the watered down paint that I have in these palettes, well, in these plates, and one directly from the pan. Let's see if there's a difference, right? I have to say I'm very biased. I love Kuretake Gansai Tambi paints, and the first set I bought when I decided I wanted to learn to paint with watercolors was a Kuretake set. One of my favorite sets of all time is Art Nouveau. So I've made so many videos for you guys using that set. I just love it. I know they aren't traditional watercolors, but I just love their vibrancy and how there's no drying shift. You know, what you see when the paint is wet is pretty much what you'll get when it dries, which for us beginners is such a good thing. Also, I love how their pans are big, even though they don't fill them to the top. But for using larger brushes, it's perfect. And they're really easy to activate too. The only thing I don't like so much is the shine they sometimes get when they dry, when you've used, you know, too much paint. Also, it's not as easy to get that subtle transparency you get with regular watercolors. Let's see if it's the same with these, okay? Guys, I know I'm a beginner, but this just doesn't make sense in my brain. How do these turn to these, then turn to these? And once they're dried, they will look like something else, okay? We need to leave them to dry to get the full scope of this. But they are so gorgeous. They are beautiful. I love them. You know, even before they're dry, you can definitely see the granulation in these, which just makes it all the more gorgeous. Now, the bad news is I cannot use a heat gun for these, okay? The good news is it's pretty warm outside, so it shouldn't take long. And as these dry, let's see how they work in larger areas. So let's make a wash for each. Okay guys, let's talk about granulating colors. Are you team granulating or not? I have to say, I usually am not. You know, I don't dislike them, I just don't go looking for them, you know? And for those of you like me who don't know what that means, granulation in watercolor is this unique textural effect that happens when pigments in the paint settle into these small grain-like particles on the surface of the paper. And this results in a rich, patchy effect that can add depth and interest to a painting, okay? Now let's leave this to dry because now I want to do a paper test. I want to do this in 100% cotton paper and in cellulose paper because I am very curious to see if there's a difference in the behavior. Okay guys, so first is Winsor & Newton cellulose paper. I think this is like 25% cotton. And I have to say I have a big expectation for this exercise. I truly believe they will be completely different. I mean, if these are granulating and split according to paper, you know, if the paper is different, then we should see a really big difference, right? Let's see. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, now we have the expensive paper, Arches 100% cotton. And I have to say, we may be surprised. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here, guys. Oh, okay. In the swatches, these are the ones I painted directly from the pan. These are from the palette, and you can see major differences. I mean, it's like these are completely different colors. So if you want solid colors, granulated solid colors, use it directly from the pans. If you want the magic of the Aurora Borealis, that's why they're called Aurora, by the way, because they're meant to resemble the Aurora Borealis, and they actually do. If you want that nice, you know, multicolored effect, use them directly from the palette. As you can see, you know, from the washes, I wish I had more paint for these two. They're a little bit on the shallow side, but you can definitely see the granulation and the mix. Yeah, it's my favorite. These can do awesome galaxies, awesome sunsets. They are gorgeous. I am loving these so far. And guys, let's just take a look at all the colors we have here. You can definitely see the red. You do not see it in the first one, but there it is, all nice and reddish. The pink is also really clear with the blues, a little bit of a green. Now for the orange, for some reason, you know, this is more of a green. You see the orange much more in the blue than the orange itself. So I'm not sure what's happened here. The blue, obviously, and then you have the violet. The violet pretty much gathers all the previous colors. You have red, you have pink, you have orange, blue, and of course violet. So this is all you have available for you from 5 pans of brownish color. How awesome is this? As you can see, so this is the Winsor & Newton cellulose and this is the Arches. And if I'm honest, I much more prefer the Winsor & Newton. I don't know if you agree. Let me know if you think, you know, which one is best. But for me, it is the Winsor & Newton if you want to see all the beautiful colors these paints have to offer. I mean, look at this. These are pretty, don't get me wrong, these are gorgeous colors, but they're not shining. These are. For some reason, the cellulose paper really makes that split happen much quicker, much sooner than for the 100% cotton paper. And it just works. Look at this. This one looks like a swirl. These are beautiful. As far as Aurora Borealises go, this is where I see it. Definitely not for this one. So there you go. And guys, if you want to see more reviews and unboxings for watercolor sets, check out this video over here and enjoy. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.